Hi students, today we are learn about the dicot stem in first year botany. So this is the most important question in examination. See here, this is the structure of dicot stem. This dicot stem in transverse section of dicot stem shows three zones. First zone is called epidermis, second zone is called cortex, third one is stem. Okay, so this epidermis is outermost layer. Okay na, this epidermis is outermost layer and cells are arranged without intracellular spaces. Here in this epidermis intracellular spaces are absent and epidermis is covered by cuticle, and this epidermis is contains trichomes and stomatas there and here. Okay, this is the epidermis. Next one, below the epidermis second region cortex is developed. Okay, this cortex is developed between epidermis and pericycle. Okay, this cortex is also divided into three zones. First zone is called hypodermis. Here see, this is red color, hypodermis, and middle one blue color is general cortex, and inner one black color is called as endodermis. Okay na, this is the three regions in the cortex: hypodermis, general cortex, endodermis. See here, first one, hypodermis. Hypodermis is made up of collenchyma cells. See here, this hypodermis is what is hypodermis is made up of collenchyma cells. Here see, in these collenchyma cells intracellular spaces are absent. Okay, that's why this hypodermis is helps in providing mechanical strength to the young stem. Okay na, this is the hypodermis. What is the function of hypodermis? This hypodermis is helps in providing mechanical strength to the stem, because this hypodermis is made up of collenchyma cells. Okay, next one, below the hypodermis general cortex is developed. This general cortex is made up of parenchyma cells with specific intracellular spaces. Okay, we are observe clearly intracellular spaces in between the cells. Okay na, this is the general cortex made up of parenchyma cells with intracellular spaces. Next one, third region, below the general cortex endodermis is developed. This endodermis is inner layer of the cortex. Clearly observe, endodermis is innermost layer of cortex. Don't confuse here. Innermost layer of cortex. Okay na? So this endodermis is contains starch grains. Small starch sheath cells and grains are present in endodermis. Okay na? This is a second region, cortex. Next, below the cortex stele is developed. Okay, here this is the stele part. This stele once again divided into four parts. So first one is pericycle. See here, this is pericycle. Next, phloem, cambium, metaxylem, protoxylem, pith. Okay na, this is the stele. See here, first one, pericycle. Upper to the phloem, lower to the endodermis region is called pericycle. This is red color phloem. Okay, upper to the phloem, below the endodermis is called pericycle. Okay, this pericycle is made up of sclerenchyma cells. Okay, next one, vascular bundles. Okay, vascular bundles means it contains xylem and phloem. Okay, xylem and phloem is called as vascular bundles. Xylem is used to transfer the water. Okay, and phloem is used to transfer the food materials. Phloem. Okay, this is a function of xylem and phloem. Xylem is used to water transformation and phloem is used to food materials minerals transformation. So next one, see here, vascular bundles arranged xylem and phloem in the form of rings. Okay, see here, these are vascular bundles. Okay, these vascular bundles are arranged in ring form, ring like structure. Okay, this is the characteristic feature in dicot stem. These vascular bundles are arranged in ring-like structure. This ring-like structure is a characteristic feature of dicot stem. Okay. Next one, see here. In this vascular bundles, xylems developed two types. Okay. This is the upper side is metaxylem and inner side, okay na, closer to the pith is called protoxylem. Two types of xylems developed in dicot stem. Upper of the xylem is called metaxylem and lower side part is called protoxylem. This protoxylem is developed closer to the pith. Okay. Next one, see here, this is the phloem. Okay. Below the pericycle phloem is developed. Next one, medullary rays. Okay. This medullary rays is arranged parenchyma cells between xylem and phloem. Okay. See here. This is medullary rays called as cambium. This cambium is arranged parenchyma cells between phloem and xylem. Okay na, between the phloem and xylem. In the middle part is called as cambium. So see here, medullary rays connect cortex with stele. Okay. You observe, this is a cortex now. This cortex connects with the stele. This is cortex, this is stele. This cambium is connects both cortex and stele. Okay na. This is a function of medullary rays. This cambium developed between phloem and xylem. Next one, pith. It consists large number of thin-walled parenchyma cells. So this is the pith. Okay na, last layer. It consists large number of thin-walled parenchyma cells with intracellular spaces. This is a central part of the stem. So this region is called as pith, intracellular spaces in parenchyma cells. This is the structure of dicot stem. Three regions: epidermis, cortex, stele. Epidermis, cortex, stele. Next, this is the epidermis, present cuticle and trichomes stomata. Next, cortex. In the cortex, three regions are differentiated: hypodermis, general cortex, endodermis. Next one, stele. This is the last part in the stem. In this stele, once again divided into four parts. Okay. Pericycle, phloem, xylem, cambium. These three are contained in vascular bundle. Okay na. These three are developed in vascular bundles. So pericycle, vascular bundles. Next, medullary rays, pith. See here, this is the ground plan. Outermost layer, cuticle covered with epidermis, and below the epidermis, hypodermis, and below the hypodermis, general cortex, and innermost layer in cortex is called endodermis. Okay. Below the endodermis, pericycle is present. See here, this is pericycle. Next, phloem. After the phloem, vascular bundles, cambium is present. After the phloem, cambium is present. Below the cambium, xylem is developed. Below the xylem, pith is formed. So this is the dicot stem in plants. Okay. See here, these vascular bundles are co-joint, open and with endark protoxylem. Okay. Co-joint means here, this is the co-joint. And next one, open. So these vascular bundles are open because in the middle of xylem and phloem, cambium is present. That's why this is called open vascular bundles and with endark protoxylem. See here, endarched protoxylem means protoxylem is developed inside. That's why it is called endarched protoxylem. See here, protoxylem is developed in near to the pith. That's why it is called endarched protoxylem. See, vascular bundles are co-joint and open. See, co-joint and open and with endark protoxylem. This is the structure of dicot stem.